Good morning. It is Saturday, the first day of December, Christmas month. It is overcast, but it is about probably 60 degrees here. You gotta love the South. It was like freezing last weekend. Crazy bipolar weather. I'm headed out to meet my friend John Daly, not the golfer. He's the guy that is the owner of the Elvis Pawn Shop, which is an online distributor and seller and buyer of Memphis memorabilia, primarily Elvis Presley items. He is an expert in his field. Adjust my camera a little bit. He is an expert in his field, and I always learn a lot just in random talking with John. So I'm really looking forward. This will be the first pick that we've gone on together. I'm going primarily to go with him, but you know how that is. You usually end up finding something. But we are going to a place, and this video will probably be posted well after the fact. And I have to have permission to do that, so I've got to wait on that. But hopefully I'll be able to film a little bit inside. But we are going to be picking at a man's business location, house, and things like that. And he is owner of, or was owner of Super Cycles, which is a motorcycle shop located on Bellevue Drive, which is Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis. And he sold a lot of motorcycles and paraphernalia and things like that. That's where Elvis liked to get his motorcycles. He liked to deal with local businesses, which is awesome, you know, because that just puts back into the revenue that puts back into you and your family and your home. So it's always good to support small businesses. And I have not officially met the man that owns Super Cycle, and so I probably won't show that part of it because that would kind of throw him off a little bit. But hopefully I will be able to show at least some still pictures of some of the things that we come across. John has already been there. He went last week. I believe it was like on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. And I was not able to go that day. I was supposed to go that day, and I would have gone that day and this day if he had let me come, because he was going through attic area and the shop area and all different things like that. Well, today we're going to be going through a tool shed, so it's good that it's warm today because we'll be going into some outside areas and around the tool shed and things like that. It's a possibility that there's all kinds of stuff in there too, because he's just got from the sounds of it, he's got a misplaced, you know, odds and ends stuff stuck over the years and things like that. So John's found all kinds of things in oddball places, so this ought to be fun. I'm going mostly to help him, but you know how that is. You know, you end up doing some other stuff too. So hopefully this will turn into an interesting pick, and it will turn into a profitable pick. Even if John buys the items, a lot of the things that are not Elvis items that he finds on his picks, he hands over to me by agreement, and I end up taking a percentage of the sale, and I just try and sell it on eBay for him. You always make your money on the buy, so he always, you know, does really well on his buy-in, and then I can just sell it, you know, fees, whatever. I can sell it however I want to. I can put it in my estate sales or whatever. I've got some concert, like Randy Travis and Mickey Gilley, things like that. I've got some of those concert jackets and things like that right now listed. Some t-shirts I've sold for him, some Jerry Lee stuff. That's how I ended up meeting him. And he actually bought one of my Jerry Lee Lewis t-shirts off of my eBay store. And then he contacted me and said, hey, if you have other ones or whatever, I work out, which he does some volunteer work and things like that out at the Jerry Lee Lewis ranch with Jerry's son. And I happen to be married I was married to someone that was involved with family and things like that. So we have stories that we can kind of trade around a little bit. And we got to talking and made fast friends. We've been friends ever since. So I'm looking forward to working with John. I've visited with him, and we've met for lunch a couple of times, you know, to discuss business and some different things and make pickups and all that. But this is the first real pick that we've been able to go on. So he'll get to see what I do on a pick, and I'll get to see what he does. So it'll be fun. Glad to take you along. I've got to get a Sonic drink first, though. I've got a feeling I'm going to need one today. I'm having a yard sale today. This is Sunday, the day after I did the pick at Supercycle in Memphis, Tennessee. It was a fun pick. It's interesting, to say the least. I've got a lot of stuff from storage out, but I thought I'd quickly, before people maybe start buying it, see if I can get out of the sun, start showing you what I ended up getting. All of this I got for $150 that you're going to see. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a really heavy candle holder for the wall. Got some driftwood pieces that are nice. I'll be able to sell those pretty well in my booth, I think. Got this just to put up, not that I'll necessarily get it sold or anything like that, but it draws people to my booth, so I'll probably put it there if it doesn't sell here. Drive-in speaker. Some Indian penny coins, and they're authentic. Fire hose, sun, Polaroid, front of a post office box, old-timey. Those sell. Coca-Cola items. I've got somebody that was looking for some for $50 or under, so I found some for them. A few things like the old advertisement, Kentucky bourbon. Bourbon is my business. This is combat hose. This I hadn't even dragged out, but I've got several posters in here, a lot of the paper pieces, like motorcycle paper pieces, things like that. A couple of these type of items, a couple of hats, 2 Polaroids, a couple of Harley items, old syrup bottle, and there's a bunch of, I don't know if I can see those, let's see. Pull one out maybe. He did a lot of the airbrush on the motorcycles, the painting on the motorcycles, and the bottom of the tote is full of these, and most of them have the tops to them. I'll be able to sell those. A lot of stuff like this type of thing that sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't, but I just throw them in at the last minute. So I got a lot of that kind of stuff. This came off an old boat. It's in good shape. It's heavy, cast iron. Got a Border Patrol hat. I've heard Sony sells, so I picked that up. Antifreeze tester. Still got the bubble. This is hard on the end, but usually they'll sell anyway. Little piece of cast there. Redman 10. I've sold those a couple of different times. They're not real old or anything like that, but they're nostalgic. So. Right back in there is a little bench for a doll. I've got a couple of dolls, so I'm going to set one on it. There's also a lens back in there for a camera. I don't know what kind. Didn't really look. Old gauges. I've got 2 or 3 down in this box over here, little small ones too. This might be overpriced for my Coke guy, but I got that and all the bottles with it. A lot of the ephemera like this. I had the cell phones pulled out. She pulled those back. She wanted to keep those. She had the original car mobile phones that they used in their business. Can't blame a girl for trying, right? A couple of the old beer. It does have beer in it. Louisville Slugger. Fire hose sign. Got the Arctic Boy. Some of the metal thermoses and things like that. Antique automobile type thing. Cheapo tin, but it'll sell. This is a box of koozies. Some of them are vintage. This is a 98. Milk can. That ratchet set I pulled off the road on the way home. I'll show you some of that too. All the cans. George Dickel box. Liquor box. And those pieces there. And I think that's what I got for $150. Paid a little bit more actually than I wanted to for it, but not much. I just know what I can sell it for. I'll go on and cover that, so I went on and took it, helped them out. Also, on the way home, I've already moved the Coke display, but I found a Coke display, like the metal shelves. It's got the sign on the top and stuff like that. I've still got this here, but I've already moved it to my booth, but it's got 4 wire shelves in it. It's one of the Coca-Cola bottle displays. I pulled it off the road. I pulled these items off the road. This is still in the package, so I'm not quite sure about that, but we'll check it out. Tools Rule, Monster Garage. This is soaking wet. Don't know if I can get it clean enough and dry enough to do anything with it, but it's a 1977. This is Defrost-O-Matic time control. Don't know if it works or not, but it's funky looking enough that somebody might want it. Chair leg or table legs, I usually sell those. Sold 1 or 2 of these, and it's okay on the inside. It just needs to be cleaned up. And last but not least, a couple of the bird books, which I've sold. I haven't sold this one, I don't think, that I remember, but I've sold this one several times. So, but that's my day. And then I got all this stuff. I've got things in boxes and so forth that I need to pull out. I pulled that off the road too. I forgot about that. That and this chair. Pulled both of those off. So we'll see if they sell. Oh, I keep adding things. Duh. I pulled those tennis rackets off. See, I moved things around and then I decided to make a video. That's how that goes. Tennis rackets. Pulled all the golf clubs off. This was all on the way home with Isaac the other day. Those. The last things were like on the way home from the pig, so. This, an amp. Part of an espresso machine. I think I showed you all these in another video, but. And my bestseller of 2018. Every time I get one of these off the road, I can sell it for 15 bucks almost immediately. I've already got 3 people asking about it, so. And then these are the little tiles, foam tiles like you put on the floor. And I think I've got all the alphabet in there, so we'll see how we do today. I'm excited. It's a nice day. December 2nd, 66 degrees in South Haven, Mississippi. Happy junkin'.